Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, Adam. Good morning, Jose. Catrice, good morning. How are you? Pat, good to see you. Safe, good morning. Tafida, good morning. All right, we have about like 3 minutes to the cash market open. Let's take a quick look at where the market is at. So, couple of things. Crude oil selling continues to 74, 72, hitting target number 3. Globex is 74.91. Trade under that Globex and will continue to drift lower against this channel. Anything above 76.50 will shift this personality. Russell 2000. Market put a captain setup short right here, flushed it, then reversed it. That's yesterday into today, where we're retesting this structure and moving higher. So Russell is showing a little bit more strength and a break and a retest, a break of this trend and a retest of the new trend. Gold, continuation of the selling pressure here, and rallies are shortable against that level of 2000. Globex is 1997.2. ES, huge massive move yesterday obviously, and right here Globex is 41.51. Now this gap down that we had in NQ and ES and all over the place, it's kind of throwing the prices around in a strange way. You have we're gonna get to NQ here in a minute, but in ES you're really looking at a close of 41.51 and a quarter, and that will lead to a continuation of the long trade. Uh, on a daily basis, it's an inside day on NQ. Like literally, they ran it up, and then during Globex, we have not had like a one decent move all night long, which is such a tight range. So in a day like this, we need to wait and wait for that first half an hour and see how we need to see an expansion and price action. Gold. Okay, so we keep oscillating in and around that middle of the range. Really, the next move should be 75, 70, and a retest of this trend line. Here you go. Market is moving, and let's close that. When I look at NQ from the 200 into Rinko perspective, you really need to see, excuse me, um, either a close at and a close of 263, 265 actually, or a close under 164. So far in an inside day, you have the 100 into Rinko long bouncing off the middle of the range. Uh, you almost have to look at the 70 and the 50 into Rinko to guide you into your trades this morning, or preferably just wait that first half an hour and let the market sort itself out, and then we'll start looking for entries. they're trying to cover the gap right now. So 265 is an important level. Globex is at 215. So that's going to be an important level. If we start breaking under the 215, we're looking for yeah 215 to 205. That's an area where the market, if it closes under that, you're going to get selling pressure. I'm going to send a couple of orders into the market right now just to see how well my order entry is behaving. Here you go. Order number 1, order number 2. Okay, that's looking good. Order number 1, order number 2. That looks good. All right. Hello, GED. How are you? Yeah, MKO. Yeah, this market with this gap of Amazon earnings and the conference call that happened was something to watch. I think we have some news coming up here. Today is Friday, and we have 8:30. Okay, so that's already. So we have in 13 minutes, we have the Chicago PMI numbers, and at the top of the hour, we have revised consumer sentiment. Okay, so right here we got a reversal, and that was a nice switch trade at the beginning of a new harmony wave. So that's interesting to watch. We have the 70 NT Rinko just closed lower, and the market is showing some weakness. The 100 NT Rinko just shifted negative. So you're looking for rallies as a shorting opportunity on a scalping basis only right now. We're bouncing off a whole number here, so you got to give it to 20. Yeah, that's okay. How is ES just jumping like this while NQ is struggling? So there is a disconnect going on right now. There is a disconnect. Yeah, this is gonna 205. No. So that's we gotta wait. We gotta wait. Get the fuck out of here. Oh man, is embarrassed in that. All right. A bit of selling pressure going on here. Huh. Okay. John, good morning. Just remember, we got in 7 minutes piece of news. Yeah, ES is definitely holding real strong. Good morning, Brad. Sheila, good morning. Ken, good morning. Steven, good morning. How are you, sir? Thank you for your email. Hmm. Yeah, that was a good one. Here you go. Market pushing. At least we're starting to get some sort of a direction, right? Rallies are shortable. Here we go. Yeah, we're heading toward that target of 165, which is a good thing because that will close the candle and resets the harmony zones. That's a good thing to see. ES is pulling back, but not to the degree in which you're seeing the action on ES. ES is stronger than NQ. Good morning, Brian. Good morning, Noor. Happy Friday. So we're at the bottom end of this channel right here. So we may be getting a little bit of a push higher. We'll see how far it's gonna go. I have an order at a short at 203 and a quarter. ES is continuing to move higher. So let's see how far this push upward is gonna take. Right, so they reversed the 100 NT Rinko, and it's just fairly noisy here in and around Globex. Let's keep watching. We had the news coming up, already came up, and we have at the top of the hour in 9 minutes another piece of news. So a couple of things got to happen here. Either we break the 176 and a half, and that will resets the shorts, or we cover up the gap at 264, 265. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if you see this price structure come all the way back down. Okay. So basically, the short's got to break that whole number 200, and the long's got to break that 65. But so far, they broke this channel. They had one chance to actually bring it back in here, and another chance in and around Globex. So put that stop right there, just in case they run it up to target number 3. And now we're just waiting and seeing if the structure resumes itself. Thank you, GM. I mean, thank you, SNK. I appreciate it. It's the beginning, huh? ES is still holding up. can see that. Okay, so 9 o'clock, that's the top of the hour news. Okay, and we're getting that break. 45, yeah, this market ran up into it. Okay, let's see here. You have a captain set up short on ES at 54.5. You need to see the market get down to 188 in NQ. So market needs to break that 95 and then flush into the 80s, then rally back up for a short signal, or preferably getting to that 76 and then do that. You're getting a lot of chop in this market. It's just surprising how ES is just continuing to just push and push and push. Hit target number 3. Target number 4 is 73 on ES. So we broke yeah, we broke that trend line right there. So they're holding channel number 1 and channel number 2, and they're just responding to ES in many ways. You have that gap filled, and the market will experience back and filled in this area right here. So you have that 165 as a target. As long as we continue to trade above 200, the market is showing some strength. Oh yeah, Yeah, Juan. Marquez ES is just on. ES is the one to trade today. It's a strong, and it just continues. Target number two is hit, and we're looking going to um, 65. 65 is the key here. Yeah, it looks like we're going to break the 65. See, even every little blip, they're buying it. Here comes the 65. It's 40, 50. All right, here comes a 65. All right, well, I'm trying to get in, but I'm just going to cancel this order and just wait for a pullback. So that's just that's a cover. He got in. I hope not. Barely got in. You may get something here. 64, 65. 255. Target number 3 is hit. Okay, target number 3 is hit. Good morning, Khaled. How are you? Sayed, good morning. Next target is 290. Harmony zone number 1 is 40 by 30. The second one is 15 by 05. I'm stepping away for just a moment. All right, we may get a little bit of a pullback here. Yeah, we definitely need a pullback into the 47, maybe 40, and retest harmony zone number one. Is it gonna keep going and going and going, right? Target number 3. Can we get a pullback? I mean, the only thing that I can see here is just, I mean, obviously there's scalping opportunities, but you really have to like scalp 5 points at a time here. Okay. Next target is coming up at 290. ES is moving just nicely for you, Stephen. And target is about to get hit. Actually, it just got hit. We need one tick above it. There you go. Almost there. Yeah. It's trying to break that 90. That's a complete gap cover right now. And here you go. Next target is that 315. I mean, it's a 100 point move. No retracements. 100 point move. Zero. I mean, like literally, the biggest retracement of all of it was less than 10 points. Well, you could call it, yeah, 10 points. The biggest retracement in it was 10 points. Market ran up 100. All right. All right. What happened if they put a captain setup short up there, meaning that they close this candle lower at 82? I mean, that's a short signal to go and pull back into 64. I'm not gonna go against that trend, but I'm gonna see the break. I want to look and see if it breaks and how it would test on the way back up. If they make a higher low, then I can participate. But that's them trying to look where we at too. That's just the cover. Okay, so they're failing it. Yeah, they're failing it. So if they go one more time here or run it up and then reverse, that would be an area where we can see a pullback, and that's all we're asking for. We're asking for a little bit of a pullback here. I mean, we may get it, we may not get it. We'll see. Hell, if even if we get it, we may not want it. Market ran up like a, what is that, 100 plus now? Yeah, no, it's 100 points. 100 points. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Don't look for pullbacks as a buying opportunity till proven otherwise. I know this is tempting to try to get short. Just the market has to do a whole lot before it proves itself on the short side. That would be a captain setup short, a run up down, breaking the cloud, making it a negative cloud, testing it once or twice, then the market would be ready. Right now, what you're seeing is pullbacks are buyable. Excuse me. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. See, that's that. That's it right there. Yeah. See that? So now we should be getting a pullback. We should be getting a pullback. Fifty-eight, 58. What am I looking for here? 93, 73, 58. Give me 10 points. Yeah, it's not gonna give it to me. Man. So close. So close, so close, so close. We needed 10 points. All right, we'll try it again. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Pat. Yeah, well, I mean, they do this where they put a captain setup, run it up, and then reverse it. Once that happened, you could almost count on this market pulling back to the middle of the range. So that's where I picked it off, and I was just looking for 10 points, and we missed it by like a couple of ticks. And whenever we get that close to a target and it just doesn't go, you know, it's a better choice just to go break even, and that's what I did on that one. No, no, no. I was saying thank you for posting that piece of news on Republic, First Republic. That's all. So is that news just hit? It's just dragging the market down now. I mean, that's just the 100 NT wrinkle just reversed. We may be getting a reversal with this First Republic news. Okay, the 100 NT wrinkle is out of sync with the 100. Now they're pulling it back hard. 45, 2 grand, yeah. You guys hold on one second here. Yeah, I just spilled water all over my keyboard. All right, so we're getting railroads short here. The 100 and the 200 out of sync. The market is reacting to that news from maybe. All right, let's see here. So what we have, the eagle right here. We have a channel to the downside, and we do have this trend line. So okay, so let's see. I mean, if they hold on to this 55 and fade 50, 60, 66. Okay. We're in the middle of the range and they're pausing it. We're in the middle of the range on the 50. We're very close to the middle of the range on the 100. Yeah. Finally, a pullback, freed up. Well, that's the pullback we don't want now. This is it's a structural damage that's going on here in this market. Is that breaking news that's just happening right now? Because I'm not looking, or is it, something that we already knew about that is just getting rehashed? Yeah, Pat. Yeah, Pat G. We got a lot of Pats and a lot of Adams here, but just the decision of the court. Yeah. Thank you, Pat. Yeah, ES is just moving. So what is actionable to me? I gotta get 278 and a pullback, and I'll look for a pattern to participate in. Okay, I'm stepping away for a moment. All right. All right. So they're flushing this thing. I get it. We have a 215, 215. If we get to 215, here we go, which is Globex. We just hit it. So now you have a cover and a reversal. So I'm looking for rallies as a shorting opportunity, and I'm looking for structures to get involved in that. Wow, look at that. It's just, so let's see here. 222, 32. 22, 32, and that's 36, 34. Okay. All right, let's see if we can get there. Next target is 190. Yeah, this may be significant for the rest of the day, guys, especially with this 200 NT Rinko reversal. Fed news, top of the hour. Okay, thank you. So we keep getting very close to this new target at 190. Then we'll go from there. Yeah, I'm looking for, I'm looking for, excuse me, Frida. I'm looking for rallies to short into. I just need a little bit of a better price structure. I mean, here we go. We hit that target. Next target is 165. 165. Looking for rallies to short into. I like to get involved if it's all possible. I mean, unless I get a little bit aggressive, right, and start, trading in a range here, and start going for, you know, short, 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 and short, and put a stop above the 26. That's kind of the only. Or right here, we're at target number 2. We could look for a scalp. No. I mean, I could do that. I could look for a scalp for a quick one, but I'm going to be looking for like a 5 point. Not looking for much. 2.5 points to 5 points. Okay, so let's see. So they're going to try to stabilize this price if they close this candle here. And that's good to see. Now we can see if they can run it up a little bit. Yeah, but you just have to be careful. I mean, they should be rallying here just a little bit. So just in that rally, you can get, because we dumped right before, below Globax, and it's their impulse is to go and retest that level, which is 215, and they're breaking channel number 1. So that means channel number 2 is going to be above 200, between 200 and 210, testing the 215. So just be careful with your shorts here. Here you go. There you go. And it's either gonna get my second target or not. I'm keeping it light. Come on, you can't just get there and not fail me, right? I just need 10 points. I'm not asking for much. I mean, to the tick. Well, that's channel number 2. So let's see. There we go. Come on. You could do it. You could do it. You could do it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Pay me. Come on. You can't be that cruel, can you? Yes, they can, right? I'm making good decisions. I just want to get rewarded for it. That's all. Well, there you go. Life is not that difficult. Just go down to 202 and fill me. It's not that hard. Really, it's not. Okay, see? That was not too hard. Okay. Like, why does it have to be a negotiation between me and the market? Like, hey, okay, that's fine. Let them do that. I mean, that's channel number 2 established. So, Pat, you're saying it was supporting or not supporting the shorts? I didn't quite get that. MKO. That's what I was exactly doing, man. I was like, like, come on. I was praying. You should never pray while you trade, because if you're praying, that means something is not. Well, yeah. Hope is never a strategy. Hope is a failure of a strategy. But I knew what I needed to do here. I got in good, took, you know. So look at this trade, taking 5 points and going for 10 and going break even. That would have gave me at least 5 points because we missed that 10 point by like a tick. Here, that entry gave me 5 points to go and break even, stops me out versus me taking a full stop. So they're giving a little bit, or a lot, right? It just I think we just need to take that first initial 5 points, then go for the 10 points, versus trying to go for the full 17, 10 points with the way the market is moving. All right, so they're breaking the channel right here. I mean, they're trying to at least break the channel. So we could see the 214 run up here. Let's take a look at the channel draw. Well, here you go. So the market needs to break that 94 in order for momentum to continue. And the odds are, if you close above 10, you're gonna run up into the 20s, and target number 2 in this sequence. So there is a bit of a pause in the market right now. But again, to prove it otherwise, we need to look for these rallies as a shorting opportunity, right? Because so look at ES and the 50 NT Rinko, because that's your guide, right? That's the 50 NT Rinko. The market is telling you to fade and to go short. I mean, obviously the market ran up hard, so you have to kind of dig in and look for a channel on the downside that holds and it gets tested. Right now you have a harmony wave long, so you really need to see a price under 160, and then a cloud negative and a rally that fails to make another high within that channel. All right, here you go, Adam. Good job on a Friday. Really? I blew. How did we do, Pat? All right, good job, buddy. Good job. Consistent. All right, so they're putting a captain setup long here, but you know, in the face of all this selling pressure, I'm just going to be patient. I'm not going to be, you know, I'm going to trade in the direction of the at a minimum, in the direction of the 100 NT Rinko. And right now, that direction is short, and I'm looking for a pattern, a selling pattern as a continuation. So what does that mean? That means I'm looking for any rally back up as a shorting opportunity, as long as I get the cloud and the structure of the market in my favor. You have harmony zone number one. Uh, that's a short harmony zone, number one at 215 to 225, and the next zone 240 to 250. Take care, Nor. Good work. Keep it small. Keep it moving in the direction. Did you say it's 20 accounts of what? Is it 50K or 300,000? What's the size of the account? All right, so you see that failure? I mean, the failure of that captain around Globex. Well, that's a negative behavior right there. So as long as we continue to trade under 229, 50, okay. Yeah, so with those, you gotta keep it fairly tight. The key, the key to the $50,000 account is you have to have. I'm gonna use a poker analogy. You have to have 25 big blinds in your pocket, which means that you can lose or you can expense 25 trades in a row before you blow up that account. So you could have to back up back up your calculation of your risk to where you can afford 25 trades that goes against you in a row. And what's the possibility of that happening? Very, very slim. But you know, there's talented people out there. They'll make that happen. Just think about that for a second. You should be able to afford 25 trades in a row going against you, and if you hit 3 stops in a row, net, you stop for the day, which means you can afford 8 days in a row where you are getting stopped out every single day for 3 trades. So the probability of that happening is so slim. Yeah, put the math in your favor, basically. That's what I'm trying to say. Well, even Stephen, if you even Stephen, here you go. If you're even if you do like a $300,000 account, I mean $7,500 risk. Well, guess how much that affords you per trade? 300 $300. So that's just one contract, 15-point stop. What I'm saying, it's per account and it's per the size of your account. So if you have, okay, I'm gonna use this poker analogy because it's relevant. You go sit on a poker table. You know how they calculate how much is the minimum buy-in on the table? Minimum is they look at how much you have to bet, like 1-2 no limit hold'em, Texas hold'em no limit 1-2. That means the big blind is $2. So they multiply that $2 by 25. That means in order for you to sit on that table, you have to have 25 buy-ins of the big blind. So that gives you $50. So that means you cannot sit on this table unless you have $50 to buy in. And a lot of them will double that and say you need to have 100, which means 50 times the big blind. Trading mimics that, especially in an Apex account, because you should be able to afford the minimum buy-in for 25 hands in order for you to operate effectively on the table. So that means in an Apex account that has $50,000, which is a risk of 2,500, that means you can risk $100 and you can lose 25, call it 24, 25 times in a row. Okay? And then you have to put a risk for your day of 3 trades in a row that you lose $100. Or immediately without any profits. Like, okay, first one, second one, the third one, stop. Okay, now you hit your maximum stop for the day, and you can afford 8 days in a row in which this happens to you before you blow up. So now combine those two probabilities together: 25 trades in a row, and or 3 trades and you're done, multiplied by 8 days in a row, and ask yourself a question. What's the probability of that happening? Without you, along the way, making money by accident. Let's not call it even skill. Let's say you made money by accident. Okay. So 25 trades in a row, and throughout the 25 trades, you tell me you didn't slip and hit the wrong key and you made money? You should be able to. So that keeps you in that game for a lot longer and gives you a higher probability of success. So if you're so it's if it's $100, Brad, then you have to calculate your what type of contract should you have and how big of a stop should you have. Like, okay, so for $100 on a one mini contract is literally 5 points. Now 5 points is very, very tight. Yeah, I mean that's it's the same concept. Safe. I mean it's 1,500. I mean it's $50. They'll give you 30 trades. Which means that you have to trade micro if you're trading the $25,000 account. You can't afford to trade the main contract. So, with all due respect to Apex, it's not a lot of risk that they're giving you to pass this. And most people blow up for that very obvious reason. They're over leveraged and they over trade. And that's going to do them in every single time. Because the true risk that you take in per trade should be a lot less than most people are trading. So basically, on a $50,000 account, you know what you have to do? You have to almost give yourself what 15-point stop and a 15-point target, and that will put you at a 3 micro contract in order to just pay $100 per trade or make $100 per trade. Does that make sense? Just sit down and do the math, but back up all the math that you have to a minimum of 25 trades. You have to have your 25 trades in your pocket. Imagine if you cut that in half and you have only 12 trades. You can take more risks, but guess what? A series of 3-4 trades that goes against you, you will dig so deep into your P&L and your threshold that you're gonna get into a point where you say, excuse my French, fuck it, and you just over leverage and go for it. And that's why people blow up, is they dig in maybe 30% or 40% into their threshold, and they say, well, I'm so close, let me just go for it anyway here. But the reason why they got so close is along the way they over leveraged on 1 or 2 trades and it didn't work out in their way, and then they cut down on their P&L so much that they got to that point. So i- is the trading threshold a joke? It definitely does not help the trader, that's for sure. We know that. Okay? But can you crush it? Can you work around that threshold in a way that will make you successful? Absolutely. I mean, I got paid by Apex 3 times, and what I did is that you have to scalp. You cannot swing trade. You gotta go look for 5 to 10 points. Sometimes in the right environment, 15 to 20, and you have to be under leveraged. Well, not under leveraged, but you cannot over leverage. You cannot go 3 to 5 contracts regular. Okay, bear with me here. I think my Ninja Trader just blew up on me. What the hell's going on here? All right, let me just get back in. But does that make sense, since we got a minute or two here to talk? So the question is, what's the ideal when going from micro to mini in a $50,000 account? So you can't have more than 3 contracts, and it has to be a scalp. And most people should be between 5 to 10 micros and averaging in a range and scalping that instrument, or any instrument for that matter. What's going on here? Okay, maybe that's just what it is. Give me a second. Give me a second, guys. We're just reloading here. The 100 in Tirinko is out of sync with the 200. So they're bouncing this market around a little bit here. There's a channel to the upside going on here. All right, let's do that again. All right, so let's see here. Okay, let's take a quick look at ES. They're walking it back up a little bit here, but you have to kind of always position yourself in the direction of the 50 in Tirinko. All right, we're testing harmony zone number 2 in the sequence, 40 to 50. So the shorts need to come in here and reverse this pattern, or otherwise we're gonna have a complete 200 anti-wrinkle reversal, and that would happen at 265, and that will be the ultimate trap. They basically suckered a lot of people into going short with that news, and then they're flushing them, rolling them way back up there. And if we get to that 65, there's a good probability that we'll start breaking out into a breakout pattern into this 350. Hmm. Okay, so how's everybody doing? Brad, how are we doing? Sheila, Catrice, how are we doing? Ken, Khaled, Safe, Steven, Tafita, how are we doing? We're coming into the end of the day here. Green Day, Catrice, good deal. Plus 100. Ken. Okay. Make sure you put a daily stop on your PAs as well. And give yourself 8 days in a row where you can afford having that many consecutive losing days in a row. And that would keep you in the game a lot longer. Right, and here we go. They're pushing. These bastards are pushing. Well, yeah. Yeah, it's 130, and to be honest with you, it's worth it. If you, well, I mean, obviously, the less is better, but 130 versus having to pay $90 every month, and if let's assume it's take you a couple of months to get there, 2-3 months, so you're already paying for it. So yeah, I mean, if you have 10 accounts, you got yourself a $1,300 bill. But let me share with you something. Two things most people may not be aware of. Let's assume you actually pass. You pass the. Yeah. I'm thinking in different terms here, but if you pass it fast, like in a day or two, then you don't have to trade. You could spread out the trading over a month, so you don't have to make that account a PA till you're ready to make it a PA. Who's this? Let me see. Jose, you sent me an email yesterday? Okay. Just give me a second here. Jose, I just got it done for you. So you should be able to access that second computer with a new license. Yeah, I'm MKO. Yeah, those are the two killers in trading in general and in Apex for sure. GD down $500. Okay, that's manageable. Good comeback visual. And I would listen to MKO on that one. Take it and run. Good job, Brad. We got 4 minutes here. So we keep hitting the top end of the harmony zone number 2. So we need to see a pullback. Well, ultimately you got two decision levels. One of them is 265. You get to 265, you are going to get into a situation where the market is lining itself up to be a big bull for a run up and a breakout. If this level holds and then we shift below Globex, then I'm going to look for rallies to short into. So you have two levels. 265 will trigger me to go long on pullbacks and on setups. A break below 215 will get me to start looking for shorts on setups. Anything in between those two levels, I'm going to wait and let the market sort itself out here. The only thing that's available as a trade is basically looking at the 20 NT Rinko and trying to scalp for 5 points or something similar to that. So that's what we're dealing with. And you could tell, here we go. I mean, we got close. They're pushing it higher again. That's $1,000 shift. Yeah, I like it. I like it. All right, you guys, make sure you like, subscribe, comment, and share. Thank you very much for spending your day with us on a Friday. You guys have a blessed one, and we will see you bright and early Monday morning. Have a good one.